I was very emotional talking about Jacob Blake because it just doesn't seem to stop. And I get emotional because people just, I mean, and I was saying, if you look at my last post, I talk about how there are no rules. And I do this, I'm just saying how there are no rules when it comes to Black people and how they're not given the benefit of the doubt. They're not given options. They're not given a chance. And my comment section is filled with the most hateful things. That's the kind of stuff that gets to me, because we're talking about somebody's life here. And when you say stuff like that, it's like you don't want to get it. There really are people out here who think like this. It's not just trolls, it's people with faces. I had a friend say to me, and I mean a friend that I have known almost my entire life, say, but I feel like if you had a son, that would never happen to them. That's when I got emotional on the podcast, because it's like, this is how people, and I wouldn't call this person racist by any means, but it's like, you just don't hear or understand us. I don't know if it's because, you don't look like us, you don't feel it, you don't get it, but the fact that you think it's different for me because I grew up a certain way, and you don't understand that I'm just looked at as Black, and so will my child, it's really disheartening. And so I definitely have become emotional about Jacob Blake. I appreciate the response in the sports world, but I was a little upset, just to be honest, that games are going to resume on Saturday. Because what are we doing here? When it first came out and it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and it was reported they're not coming to the court, they're boycotting. It was like, whoa, this is phenomenal. The season's over with. They are taking a stand because they're looked at as a distraction. They're there to entertain. They're saying, we're not your entertainment. We're not going to distract you from what's happening to people that look like us. I was obsessed with it. Then by the time we podcasted, things changed. Yeah. So what I want to see happen with these people that have money and have such big platforms is, let's get organized. Let's get organized. Who's going to step up and lead, like they did with the Montgomery bus boycott. That lasted more than 3 days. That was organized, and it took years to plan, and there were people in place to help out, to assist with carpools and money. We need to do something like that to be effective. Otherwise, people are going to be desensitized, and it's going to water down their message. Their intent is there. I know what they want to do, but taking 3 days off only to play again, and it's not going to be a conversation anymore, it doesn't have the same effect.